Hello everybody, welcome back to Casual Gamer Oz as we move into round 18 of F1 2017 Season 5 Career Mode. Ben Waterworth is my name, Toro Rosso driver Ben Waterworth is our driver name, and we are about to get into the third last round of this season. We're in such good form here, 11 rounds consecutively in the points. Our reputation is as high as it's ever been as we push to finally leave Toro Rosso 5 seasons into our career mode here, and 7 in total, and of course Casual Gamer Oz after our first 2 with Sauber on F1 2016. Highest qualifying here is 9th, we've achieved that twice. First season on F1 2016, as well as our second season here on F1 2017. Let's do this. I've got a good bit of confidence here for Mexico. Our engine alone should give us a good boost down this epically long straight, and hopefully we can avoid some carnage in the first turn when it comes to the race and not have to drive around this circuit with a front wing damage, which seems to be the norm the last few times we've raced here, sadly. And we're going to get another taste of DRS here. Got a bit of a lead over the pole sitter at the moment. That will drop away, no doubt, into this section, particularly if I outbrake myself. Oh, that's dangerous. I'm going to be naughty and use a flashback in qualifying. I don't usually use it in qualifying, and you're probably wondering why I'm using it at all. Well, here on Casual Gamer Oz in our second half, our last part here, we're trying to obviously get ourselves out of Toro Rosso. So if you're joining us for the very first time and you're thinking, shit, I don't want to watch this guy because he uses flashbacks, again, we've only used them a few times this season. All our other seasons and any other races, we've never used them, and we will not use them again after this season. It's just been a matter to get us out of this wretched position we have here at Toro Rosso, which we are sick of doing. We are so sick of racing here at Toro Rosso and not having any progress in this game. And we're so close to finally leaving. We're just trying to keep our reputation up as high as we can to ensure that we have ourselves a huge chance of finally moving ourselves to another team and gaining some progress in this game. So that is why we're doing it. Just explaining it. And it's the first time I've actually ever used it in qualifying, funnily enough. Oh. And I'm not going to use it there because it doesn't really affect us 5th. I don't really think if I had to use it at the end there, that would have really overall affected us. Our best qualifying Mexico, and I know we use the flashback, but anyway, Ferrari on pole, Ferrari second. Vettel only has to outscore Raikkonen by like 4 points. Raikkonen has to get basically 21 more points than Vettel in this round for him to stay in the championship, but Vettel will win the championship this round. Let's move away forward and let's get ready to get into the race day. And we'll do that now. Last time we started 5th was back in Italy, and what happened there, folks? We won. A bit more of a longer straight here, I feel, if we get a good start, particularly if we're in the inside line, which I think we might be. I can't really remember how it works with the numbering system in some of these races. Best finish here, of course, 3rd in our very first season, back in Season 1 of F1 2016, that is. Oh, we've close within a point of Sergio. Okay. And our reputation, again, going up there. I still think that's the maximum it can be, because it doesn't look like it goes up any further than that, does it? So, anyway. Alright. Be dry. Okay, we're dry. That's good. That's good. Good. And we are going to go to the race. Let's do this. Mexico. It's been a while since I'm on the podium. Of course, 3rd, as I said, in Season 1 of F1 2016. Since then, we've gone 9th, 8th, 11th, retire, 12th. But I feel this is one that we've always damaged our front wing in, so we've never been able to fully get our potential. Because in our 100th Grand Prix, I just dive-bombed in the first corner and took myself out, essentially. That was our last retirement. That was our last retirement. We finished this race 40 races in a row, and I know technically no, because we've technically retired from at least one of the Grand Prix in Britain. Or was it 2? Did we do that? I can't remember. That was the second one, I think. We're on the outside. It's a bit of a bugger. But anyway, we're going to go to Rich Revs. Here we go, folks. Mexico is go. I'm going to just position myself slightly to the right. Slightly to the right. And I get into the inside. That's where I want. Bottas with a great start here. Valtteri Bottas with a very good start. We're right behind Vettel. They move out of the way for us. We could take the lead here into turn 1. We could take the lead here into turn 1. And we do. We take the lead, and that is the power of the engine. Fantastic. We're not even going to put it under rich revs here. We're just going to keep it on the standard. Thank you very much, Jeffrey. It was a nice start, wasn't it? Wow. And we've never done that before. We've never gone from there to the lead. Both our wins before this season, Italy, we had to work for it. We overtook Hamilton in the wet, and Brazil, we led off the start because we had pole. We actually technically got overtaken off the start by Hamilton, but then we took it back just into turn 1. But we have never done that before, folks, so that's the first. And I told you I had a feeling we might be able to win this race. Still plenty of time to go, but this is the very first time in Mexico in a long time that I can remember that we've survived the first lap with no front wing damage. There you go. And we know what happened in qualifying here at this turn. And we're going to stretch our legs a little bit now down the main straight. Hamilton will have a look at me, but I know we've got the power in this engine to pull away from him, and we do. Look at that. The arrow's fading. Although Hamilton's riding my slipstream. That felt amazing. And this surely, a win here, no matter what happens in the last 2 rounds, surely has to lock us into a Red Bull drive for next year. And hopefully Ferrari can go, oh hey, actually, that would be nice. Win the last 3 rounds. I don't even know if we win the last 3 rounds, Ferrari would be interested, to be honest. I think their reputation level is just a little bit too far down, sadly. But again, honestly, Ferrari, I'm winning in fucking Toro Rosso. Imagine how good I'd be in a beautifully scarlet red car. I reckon I could do a lot better than Kimi's doing. Even though in this game he's winning races and challenging for the title. Hamilton's second, Raikkonen's third. So I'm guessing Vettel would be, even if he's 5th, that's still going to win in the World Championship. Because Raikkonen, again, would have to score 21 points or more and have Vettel not in the points. So he'd have to win this race and have Vettel not in the points, or even just score 1 or 2 points. So he basically needs to be in first and have Vettel be in like 8th or 9th or 10th. So Vettel's world champion at the moment, folks. Simple as that. He'll win his 3rd consecutive world championship on F1 2017. I'll just say 2015 for some weird reason there, Ben. That made no sense. Just trap myself back in the future. Now, DRS is enabled. Raikkonen has got himself in a second. I think he's listening to me, Kimi. I think he knows he's got to try and pass me and hope that Vettel retires. And if I was any sort of person, I'd go, oh, okay, Kimi, off you go, into the lead, and I'll go take Vettel out for you. But no, sorry, not going to happen, my friend. Much as I'd like to see you win the championship in this game, I kind of want your seat more. So, I'm a bastard that way. I want to drive for Ferrari, okay? I'm just a regular person who wants to drive for Ferrari. Is that so much to ask? And I'm so sick of driving for Toro Rosso. I'm sure a lot of you will question, of course, along the way that we've reduced the difficulty slightly, which has made it a little bit easier, of course, as have the upgrades. I understand all those arguments, but again, this is Casual Gamer Oz. We're very casual. We want to not be frustrated, and at the end of the day, we need to get out of this slump from Toro Rosso. Okay, Kimi's going to get some DRSs, and now's the time to use rich mode, which we do now. That should counter his DRS. I think we've reserved it enough. Oh, Hamilton's having a look at Kimi. I think we've reserved our DRS enough that we should be able to ride it home for the rest of the Grand Prix in rich mode. It's Hamilton and Raikkonen battling it out. So much so that they've pushed themselves back that they won't get DRS here. Makes me set the fastest purple sector, the fastest first sector I should say, which means it goes purple. That makes more sense. Thank you, Benjamin. So we sweep around here. I do like this track. I really do like Mexico. I never took much attention to it, I think, before I started recording these videos. And I actually really enjoy the nature of this circuit. It's kind of very standard. It's kind of like straight line, few corners, sweeping section, baseball stadium, done. So we go purple again in the second sector. Of course, I'm going to mention the fact that I have been here, luckily enough. 2016 Mexican Grand Prix, I was in attendance. sitting in the grandstand on the main straight, which is actually general admission. So we cross the line here now. Set the fastest lap, if you don't mind. And we are on our way to our second victory this season, our second victory in F1 2017, and our fourth overall here on Casual Gamer Oz. And surely will lock us into place. You would think Red Bull looks like they're very interested in us. If not Red Bull, then Renault and Haas are interested in us. Obviously, we are going to choose Red Bull out of those three. But if it came down to Renault and Haas, then we'll take a Renault drive. And it'd be disappointing a little bit, considering that we thought that Red Bull were interested in us. But obviously, we'd grasp it with both hands. And you might say, well, then you're still technically driving for the same team if you're Red Bull. The cars are very similar, but it's a better team. It's a lot more quicker and overall package. And also, the fact is, I'll have a teammate that will be capable of scoring points, whether it's Max or Daniel. I mean, look at our performance. Carlos Sainz doesn't score any points, even when I've updated the car as much as I have. When has Carlos Sainz scored points? He scored in the very first season here in F1 2017. And since then, he hasn't scored any points at all. And yet, for some reason, it took me only till last season to become the #1 driver. Go figure. Anyway, I've flourished since I've been #1 driver. I've flourished since the updates. And I've flourished here in Mexico as we take the victory. Pump that fist. Thank you, Jeffrey. Our very first win in Mexico. Our second of the season. Vettel is world champion. We called it. Maybe in a year's time we can be in that position. Who knows if we're in a better team. Look at the reflection there of the grandstand actually in his mirrors. There's actually no one in the grandstands. Bit of a glitch there. We're picking up a few of them. Well done, Vettel. Well done, Seb. There he is. There's France Toast. Happy man again. That really ugly engineer that's back. That's Pastor Maldonado was the other engineer there, isn't it? And look at that with the streamers in the background. Looks fantastic. Celebrates. And we're going to watch this podium again. I accidentally skipped the podium in Canada, didn't I? Or Austria. One of them I skipped accidentally. Look at that. First place. Thank you. Yes, you ugly motherfucker. Celebrate. Celebrate. And there's the, I love the cameraman now on the podium. And I wish they would kind of show that angle though of me spraying the champagne, our mechanics. And the flags are blurry. Again, glitch. Come up here, I say. I'm happy. I'm celebrating. From 5th to 1st, and we're going to just take a look at that fantastic start by myself, if you don't mind. I still haven't scored a pole in F1 2017. Look at this. I just cut straight across, straight in the inside, and I'm going to have the easiest look here, because I was about to run into the back of Vettel and Bottas, but they both moved out of my way at the right time. It's almost like they said, here you go, Ben. Take the lead. And look at that. Even bang a bit of wheels with the Ferrari. Thank you very much. Done. Victory. Oh, there's a pause there. So, let's look at the standings. Can I go ahead of Danny Rick yet? Oh, I'm only 1 point behind Ricardo now. Oh, 2 rounds to go. And championship is done and dusted. Constructors, well, we're closing a bit on Red Bull, but we're not going to get them. But there you go. I'm actually nearly going to double my points. I've nearly tripled my points, actually, for my high score here in F1 2017. So, there you go. Let's see what that does in our battle here. Not our battle, our overall. You know what I'm talking about. 2 more rounds to go. We're this close. We're this close to finally breaking through. And we're just going to see what they want from us here. They want to load. And we get a healthy 120 points there, if you don't mind. And we'll get a healthy bonus of 19 points. Now, surely we're going to take the lead here. Yes, yes, yes. Oh, 1 point up. Yee-ha! 2 points up, actually, Ben. Oh, look at that boost. I'm lying when I say that's the highest you can get. It's even higher. Red Bull wants us. And look at Ferrari all of a sudden want us there. We need to win the last 2 races to really push that up there. Just so you see. Oh, flat. I was about to say I didn't use flat, but I did in qualifying, didn't I? Never mind. So, we're going to move into Brazil. Thank you for tuning to Casual Gamer Oz. Like, subscribe, comment. We appreciate it. We've won another Grand Prix, folks. Let's close out this season with a bang. Good night.